seventh All Blacks tread the turf of the National Stadium at Cardiff for the last time. And of course, now is the hour for us to say goodbye to them. And what better way could there be of saying hail and farewell to a major touring side than by pitting against them 15 of the most exciting and the best rugby players in Britain today, all welded together under a Barbarian flag. As for the New Zealanders, well, they've been with us now for 3 months. They've shown themselves to be a workmanlike touring party, winning most of their games in 3 of the 4 test matches. On the other hand, they haven't really inspired British rugby players with a desire to wish to copy their methods and emulate them. So this is a chance for the unsmiling giants, as they've been dubbed, to show that they too really do enjoy the running game, and to leave this huge crowd at the National Stadium looking forward to the next visit of a New Zealand party. Looking forward now to this fixture in particular with a look at the teams. Cliff Moore.
And this, I promise you, is what we've been waiting for the last 3 months. And listen to it. I promise you, Dennis Young sitting next to me, a little tear in his eye. That was what we've always wanted from this New Zealand side. The opposition, the Barbarians, very strong, with 2 new Barbarians, Wilkinson number 5, Tom David number 6, and that back line with immense talent. On the New Zealand side, which is the same 13, just 2 changes from the team that was drawing there in Dublin in that dramatic match 7 days ago. And we're ready. Referee, Monsieur Domik. Whiting's catch. So Mr. Georges Domergue of France handling this game, which he says is one of the great moments in his life. What can it produce? Just inside the 10-yard line. Burgess, Hurst. That's for Grant Batty. John Williams, Joe Carroll. David Duckham, John Dawes, Mike Gibson. That's a great ball. So the Gibson man starts running early on. That's the 25-yard line, the New Zealand 25. Number 2, John Pullen, England's captain, the hooker. McBride trying to get. Wilkinson going. Williams again. Everyone with him. Sid going. Very little support. Good tackle by Slattery of Ireland. Almost on the halfway line. Kirkpatrick to Williams. This is great stuff. Phil Bennett covering. Chased by Alistair Scone. Brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. John Williams. Brian Williams. Pulling. John Dawes. Great dummy. David, Tom David, the halfway line. Brilliant by Quinnell. This is Gareth Edwards, a dramatic start. What a score! Oh, that sidestep. 2, brilliantly beating. Up in support, John Williams, John Pullin. And this John Dawes expertise, superb dummy. Tom David, the flank forward in support. Quinnell's brilliant take. Edwards, what can touch a man like that? If the greatest writer of the written word would have written that story, no one would have believed it. That really was something. Rocked on. Advantage to New Zealand. Going Burgess. Williams is with him. Into the box for Batty. David Duckham. That's the 25 then, the Barbarians 25. 4 points on the board, and that's the most unforgettable 4 points I think I've ever seen at the start of any game. The 25-yard line. McBride's palm. Nasty one for Slattery. Alistair's going up quickly. Number 1, flank forward. McLaughlin of Ireland tidying up. Good ball from Bat. Burgess is dropped. And he wasn't far away with that one. New Zealand's fly half Burgess there. And that's his opposite number, number 10, Phil Bennett of Llanelli. Catch by Whiting. 25. Little Bennett with the right foot, which has always been accurate with him. Just halfway between the 10-yard line and the 25 in the New Zealand half. Ron Ehrlich at the front, opposite Sandy Carmichael. Willie John McBride, the second Barbarian. Number 2, that's the big Willie John. 49 caps for Ireland. Williams' throw. Whiting's palm. Going, Burgess, looking for the gap. John Bevan. Oh, a nasty bounce for him. Hack on. Williams has got a chance if he can control this one. The other Williams beats him to it. This then now, a line out halfway between the Barbarian line and the 25. End-to-end stuff. Good deflection from Kirkpatrick. To Burgess, a man over to pass the ball. That's Robertson, should have let it go. Williams covers, brilliantly recovers. Taken by Joe Karam and Batty too. Seemed to try on there, but still within striking distance now, the All Blacks to this Barbarian line. Edwards on the right of Sidney. Well, those two know each other fairly well. Ray McLaughlin, number 1 there. Ireland's prop forward. John Pullin in the middle. Sandy Carmichael of Scotland on the other side. Still at 10 yards from the Barbarian line. Going. Going, looking, inside to Hurst. A great tackle that was there. On 1 yard now from the line. This is where the New Zealanders are good. Can they ruck it? Wilkinson back very quickly with a very good tackle. He's in his Cambridge blue socks. Barbarians, of course, wear their club or international stockings. Still advantage to the All Blacks. Not straight. An advantage thrown away there. Phil Bennett. Karam waiting. Batty with the scissors. Here's the little man. The 25-yard line. Great tackle up was there by Sandy Carmichael. Mike Gibson. Ron Ehrlich's tackle. The advantage not taken there from that throw forward. But the tension here, the excitement. He's still within the Barbarian 25. Number 9 for the Barbars, Gareth Edwards, try scorer extraordinary. Some numbers there, 5, Peter Whiting, 7, Ian Kirkpatrick, Alistair Scone, number 6, 7 on the right there for the Barbarians is flank forward Fergus Slattery from Ireland. Mr. Dormerck, the referee, going Burgess, Hurst, and Rusty Moore, halfway line. John Dawes looking for the pick-up, getting it. John Bevan. Bevan inside there to Slattery. Robertson back, covering superbly. That's John Bevan in centre of the frame. Sandy Carmichael with the sweatband. Also Wilkinson too, and that's Tom David, the new Barbarian. Willie John McBride. Well, you've never seen a start, Dennis Young, like that, I'm sure, in your life.
No, Cliff. You know, we were speaking before, and I said to you that the first 20 minutes of this game would be vital, and that the ball was right in the Barbarians' court. Well, it took 2 minutes, not 20, for them to prove that although this is a stacked side with stars, they're still going to play it in what we know now as the Barbarians' way of playing, that zany, frothy type of rugby. What a wonderful try.
John Dawes there was injured. I thought that his steadiness in New Zealand, and I mean again in that one move today, Dennis, really is the difference in a class centre and just a mediocre one, don't you?
Very good. The pair of Dawes and Gibson. A lot of credit went to Barry John, and what a wonderful player he was, but in the centres they had great players too.
And number 9 there, Gareth Edwards, who now has scored a dramatic try at each end of this famous ground. His try in the first 2 minutes of this match at the River Taff end, and his try against Scotland, you'll all remember, in the mud, down at the town end. John Dawes seemingly happy, and that's good news. McBride behind Carmichael, in front of Wilkinson. Fergus Slattery. That's 15 yards in from the touchline. New Zealand's hooker, Ron Ehrlich. Joe Carroll. So Joe Karam, number 15 there, who came on this tour a second choice, but has had a magnificent trip. The broken line there where Gareth Edwards stands is the All Blacks 10-yard line. John Pullen throwing. That one went everywhere. Goings kick, Bevan. John Bevan there, the top try scorer in New Zealand, equaling Tony O'Reilly's record on the last tour. And his opposite number, Brian Williams, a prolific try scorer in South Africa on his last tour. McDonald holding. That's him feeding Slattery spoils. Prop forward, Whiting upsetting the referee, and this, the Barbarians, I assume, will run. Edwards, the director. Pull in. Edwards, look at that. Inside of Tom David. Tom David to Slattery. Slattery inside of Wilkinson. 5 yards short. Tremendous pressure. Two number 9s going on the left, Edwards on the right, the greatest two in the world. Foot up, it looked up, yes it was. The referee suggests foot up in that scrummage, and I'm sure the New Zealanders are mighty relieved with this right-footed kick of Joe Karam. He's seldom inaccurate. The 10-yard line then, in the New Zealand half. And both sets of three-quarters lying deep behind the packs. McBride's deflection, Edwards, Bennett, Dawes, Gibson, Williams in the line, putting Duckham away. The blonde runner. Oh, what a tackle that was! That was a superb tackle by Bob Burgess on David Duckham. A try-saving tackle on the man who can really mortal. The 25. The action unceasing. Grant Batty for New Zealand. Nasty ball for Goyne. That's the 25. It's coming out brilliantly. Edwards to Bennett. The referee indicating, and that's a good thing for spectators, trying to handle the ball, pull it back with a hand, letting everyone know what the offence was. Joe Karam. Well, I must say, the applause in the years of Joe Karam must be very welcome, because this crowd appreciates good play, and that really was good full-back play. Now the Barbars 25. Grant Batty. Karam with him. Robertson looking for the gap, giving it to Williams. John Bennett with him. Williams, Duckham waiting, up there, very quick, Tom David and Kirkpatrick too. And it'll be a 5-yard scrum. That's Kirkpatrick, last man down into the New Zealand scrum. Number 7, the mighty man. Before the ball goes in, of course, one is not allowed to push. That was the offence. Bennett's torpedo kick. Well, I would suggest that in the first 16 or so minutes of this game, we've seen more quality rugby than we've seen for a long, long time. Ehrlich at the front, behind him Whiting, then Hamish MacDonald. Good ball, Graham Whiting, Burgess, Hurst, Robertson, Batty. It's a little too far for him, or is it? He keeps it in play brilliantly. The 25. A great tackle. A marvellous tackle by John Williams on Grant Batty. That's how close the New Zealanders are. Edwards knowing what to do there. We're almost halfway through this, the first half. Just one score, but that is something to treasure. Edwards, Bennett, Gibson, Dawes, Bevan. Williams is up to him. That's John Bevan. That happened in the last international I saw him as well. It's boot off. Of course, they're not allowed to stop play because the equipment the man wears isn't secure. Going Burgess into the box this time for Brian Williams. Bevan. The referee, waiting for the advantage, wasn't taken. Claims it was a knock-on by Bevan. New Zealand now desperately need a score to come back into this match. Williams poised behind his scrum while he's past the going. This is Fergus Slattery. Kirkpatrick takes him. Alistair Scown is there too. The hack on by prop forward Lambert. And finally Bevan. With these forwards, Ron Ehrlich amongst them, Whiting behind him, MacDonald and then Lambert, who's come into the side as a replacement, really. He came as a second choice, but he's been playing magnificent rugby. They know they've been in a match. Whiting's deflection. Burgess, Hurst over the top. Robertson, nice piece of play. Joe Karam looking for Batty. Not a good one to take, but he did it brilliantly. Inside to Alistair Scowen. Whiting, the second row forward there. And Bennett, number 10. And the All Blacks couldn't be closer than that. 7 at the back, Kirkpatrick. 8 in front of him, Alex Wiley. Whiting in front of him, MacDonald then the other Whiting, Graham. At the front, Ron Ehrlich. And at the back, number 6, Alistair Scowen. Quinnell won that one. That was a vital one to win. The 25-yard line. Grant Batty, the team's top scorer. 15 tries so far on tour. That's on British soil, of course. Going, testing John Williams. That fellow never, ever shirks, not only a tackle, but any situation at all. We're still in the Barbarian 25. That's the Barbarian 25-yard line. New Zealand putting on all the pressure at this stage. The Barbarians winning vital ball in the line-out. Wilkinson and together. Seven at the back, Fergus Slattery. In front of him, Derek Quinnell. That line out in front of this giant new stand at the National Stadium. Going, Hurst, Duckham on his own 25. A long way to go, but he's prepared. Oh, this was David again, Tom David. Look at this. He's beaten Batty. Callum's tackle. Slattery backing up. Inside to McBride, Willie John. Wilkinson, Edwards, Bennett, Dawes, Williams, Gibson. This must be a try for Bevan in the corner. Alistair Scown's tackle. John Bevan's run. But I would say Alistair Scown, number 6 there, he'll never pull off a more vital tackle than that if he plays until he's 100. And it's an injury to Grant Batty, who says he's okay. And we are just 2 yards now from New Zealand's line. Brian Williams with a throw. Caught beautifully by Whiting. Not straight, 15-yard scrum. Sid Going, number 9 there, only declared himself fit as we were doing our scene set of a grandstand today. The referee underneath that lot, the hack on by Lambert to John Williams. He'll open it up. Brian Williams' tackle. The line out back where John Williams actually kicked the ball. That's the fellow, Williams, who in New Zealand threatened, came into the line magnificently and created so many tries for the Lions. A quarter of an hour left of this first half. 4 points to 0, the scoreboard reads. But the game is far better than that score suggests. Going, harassed by Pullen. Tom David's pickup. Scown tackles. 10 yards now. Edwards, Bennett, Dawes, Gibson. Good tackle on Gibson there by Robertson. Dawes again to Duckham. Beats Batty. Callum and Batty eventually rescuing New Zealand. That's John Pullen then, on the far side. Scound going, Burgess, Robertson's got Williams with him. He's looking for the gap, almost getting Williams away. Two there, John Pullen, Sandy Carmichael, Scotland with a sweatband. McBride jumping at 3. McLaughlin behind him. Beautiful deflection. Burgess, Hurst, Robertson, Joey Curran in the line, giving Batty a run from the halfway line. Gibson chasing, Batty running over the top. Bennett is covering. Well, New Zealand's left wing, Grant Batty over there. He's run not quite as well as that before and got tries. That certainly deserved a try, except for superb covering by Philip Bennett, the Barbarian fly half. Slattery knocks on. The advantage the referee waits for, none taken. McLaughlin opposite Kent Lampard on this side of the front row. Well, this is the day, they said, when we would compare Sid Going and Gareth Edwards. Two great players. Great in the best sense of that word, which is often overexposed, of course. Going to Wiley. Burgess. That's John Bevan. Inside to Mike Gibson. Good tackle by Robertson. Kirkpatrick is there. Derek Quinnell, Whiting, they've all arrived. Number 7, Kirkpatrick, on this side of the scrum. His team 4 points to 0 down. That superlative try by Gareth Edwards. Not straight. This time Bennett searching for territory. When everyone expected Bennett then to run it, you could see John Dawes cooling it down, settling it down. Run only when you get the sort of ball you really can run with. That's tactics for you. The 25. With 10 minutes to go, Sid Going then, feeding this scrum inside his own 25. Good try for the Barbarians. Going, Edwards, Slattery up. The Barbarians' rucking is good. The referee has penalised New Zealand there. Not for the little flare-up between Edwards and Wiley, that was nothing. They were together. But for being on the wrong side of that maul, one assumes. Phil Bennett, who can kick, wasn't in his best kicking form for Wales. Can he do it for the Barbars? Minutes of the first half to go. Joe Curran, Whiting up fast, picked up by McBride. That's Willie John. Kirkpatrick takes him. Edwards. Gareth Edwards telling his captain that the wind pulled that back in. Yeah, you've got to have a little bit of daring as a scrum half, bit of cheek as well. What a guy. That's the 10-yard line then, the Barbarian 10-yard line. Those two men at the back, Scone and Slattery, have been very busy all afternoon. Whiting's deflection, Going, Burgess, Hurst, Joe Curran waiting, took his eye off the ball. The halfway line then. Edwards for the Barbarians. Pulling eventually wins it. Edwards, Bennett, Gibson, Bennett. Burgess chasing. Duckham. Batty's tackle. Slattery in support. Whiting for New Zealand. Just over 5 minutes of the first half left. 7 points to 0, the Barbarians in the lead. And the broken line at the heels of the Barbar scrum is the New Zealand 10-yard line. Good scrummaging that. Going back, Williams reading it brilliantly to Duckham. Burgess is beaten. Duckham with the whole line. What a side! What a dummy! Fabulous tackle. Wilkinson covering by Karam. Quinnell. Edwards again into Quinn, into Slattery, over the top. Dawes, brilliant! But it was forward. Dawes took that ball. And the injured man is Alistair Scowen, the flank forward. Dennis, have you ever felt anything quite as tense as this?
I don't think I have. To say that a game is the greatest one has ever seen, I suppose, is a risky thing, but I certainly cannot remember in the many years that I played and I've watched rugby, seeing a game with so much wonderful running, so many good players on the field at one time. This is just marvellous, and there's nothing wrong with the game.
Here we are then, 10 yards from New Zealand's line. Going harassed by Edwards. Slattery's pickup. And he scores! From that scrimmage, Edwards, Harrison going, so to Slattery. That's the pickup. Couldn't be held by Burgess, Brian Williams or Karam. Phil Bennett then, from the identical spot, he converted a penalty. Number 7 then, the Irishman Fergus Slattery, scorer of the Barbarians' second try. Moving towards the half-time whistle. Karam. McBride's catch. Edwards, what a pass to Gibson. The fellow who's carried Irish rugby on his shoulders for many seasons, Mike Gibson, came to life really with lots of those forwards there in New Zealand. That's the 25 then, the Barbarian 25. Going to Burgess. Hurst. That one's too far ahead. Williams. Edwards, Bennett, Dawes, Gibson, Williams in the line. Beautiful chip ahead. Duckham is there. Oh, John Williams is there, and Joe Karam, his opposite number, with him too. "60 seconds at the half-time whistle. 13 points to nil. The Barbarians in the lead. In this, the most dramatic first half of any game that I can remember. Grant Batty. Good ball. Burgess. Oh, interception by Cornell. Here's Dawes. This is John Bevan. Williams can't get him. So strong, this fellow. What a throw! This came when Bob Burgess failed to pick that one up, an awkward ball. Great tackle, that one, by Slattery again. Superb pickup. That ball from Dawes, brilliant. But see how strong this man is. He's done this once before to New Zealand in Canterbury. He's done it again. He only came into this Barbarian team because Gerald Davies cried off this morning. Boy, that one moment was worth his presence. We had an injury time in the first half. Edwards. The 10-yard line. Ron Ehrlich, pick up by McBride. So we're still on the 10-yard line. The one injury we've had in this match, and that's the minute we're playing now. Number 9, Gareth Edwards for the Barbarians. For Duckham, that kick was meant. Joe Karam. Right in front of the players' tunnel now. That's on the 10-yard line. Good defense. Edwards getting that deflection from Cornell, not straight, the referee says. "17 points on the board for the Barbarians in this thrilling first half. The stride from the Barbars is good. Edwards on the blind side once again. Strong as an ox, still going. Tom David with him. And this fellow with the Red Sox there, number 6, Tom David. Not an international for Wales, a Barbarian today, his first game for the Barbars. He's been in every move, I think, so far. Goings kick. Three minutes of time allowed for injury, and this is the first half. John Pullen, again a deflection from Cornell. Lifting, says the referee. And now, will New Zealand run this one? The answer seems to be yes. Sid going. Burgess. Oh, he was tackled after he kicked the ball. The referee waiting and has penalised Fergus Slattery for tackling Burgess after he had kicked the ball through. New Zealand now desperately need a score as we move into the 4th minute of time allowed for injury. To Going, Whiting. Whiting's got on the other Whiting with him. The pass was too hard. Alistair Scown, and that's the half-time whistle. A superb first half. John Dawes doing for the Barbars what he did for the British Lions in New Zealand. On the scoreboard, 17 points to 0. Really does reflect what you and what we have enjoyed for the last 45 minutes. Well, will we see a repeat of that